My life's great. There's just one thing that's missing, and that's that special someone. That's something I would say.
Coming up next, a brave survivor giving hope back to those who need it most.
So I started Girls Love Mail. We collect handwritten letters of encouragement to remind women that they are not alone.
You know, this year, more than 230,000 women in the U.S. will learn that they have breast cancer. And my next guest is a 5-year cancer survivor who's dedicated her life to supporting women going through what she did. Please welcome the founder of Girls Love Mail and today's Harvey's hero, Gina. Hi, Gina.
Hi there. Nice to be here.
So, Gina, what is Girls Love Mail?
You know, from the moment you're diagnosed with breast cancer, it's very overwhelming, and you feel so isolated and alone. So I started Girls Love Mail. We collect handwritten letters of encouragement to remind women that they are not alone.
So what are these letters like?
Well, you know, they're heartfelt, they're handwritten letters of encouragement. So some are funny, some have quotes, and some have jokes. Some have bravery and talks about strength and those kind of things. They're from all ages, from all over the country. And so I get to read these letters, and I just feel honored and blessed. I see the best in people.
So how'd you come up with this?
Well, in 2009, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was such a shock, and I didn't know what to expect. And so I was going through treatment. I received over 200 cards and letters, and some were from people that I knew, but many were from people that I had never met. And they were so supportive. I would come back after a bad day and reread them. They're so tangible. And they got me through, and I'm just so happy to say that I'm healthy and cancer-free now for 5 years.
Wow. That's great. That's really good. How do these letters impact the cancer patients? What type of effect does it have on them?
You know, it's been remarkable. We've collected over 25,000 letters so far. We hand out anywhere from 12 to 1,500 letters each month. And, you know, women do call to thank me or write to thank me that they just felt so supported and cared about and loved at such an unsure time. And, you know, letter writers also contact us to thank us. They feel so empowered. They have something they can do that doesn't take a lot of time or a lot of money. And it's just really such a positive experience for everyone.
So the letter writers are usually cancer survivors themselves?
Not all. So we have survivors, we have friends and family. Our youngest letter writers were first graders, and we have women in their 90s writing letters. So really anyone can write a letter.
Oh, okay. So I have a surprise. Your letters made a difference in someone's life, and she's here. Please welcome Susan. Susan, what would you like to say to Gina?
Well, Gina, it was just such an amazing day that I got my letter. I went into the infusion center for my monthly treatment, and it was about a week after a friend of mine had passed away. And I saw the stack of letters, and I grabbed one, not really knowing what it was about, and I went to my chair and I was reading it, and just instantly, I was reading the words, and it just brought tears to my eyes. And I turned it over and kept reading, and it was signed by the same name as the woman who had passed away a week ago. And I just sat there sobbing in my chair. And I realized a lot of people might think it's a coincidence or something like that. But for me, it just represented all the mysteries in life, and it was so special. In that moment, it just felt like a letter fell from heaven into my lap. And to this day, I have that letter. It's been 2.5 years since I got mine. I sleep very close to it. I see it when I go to bed. It's right there when I wake up, and I go back to it and I reread it, and it still brings tears to my eyes. It was just, I think for you to have vision, to even know that a handwritten letter from someone that I don't even know could impact me in such a way, it just shows so much vision, and for you to stay with that and put a program together was so special.
How does that make you feel?
Oh gosh, I'm so touched. You know, I'm honored. You don't hear a lot of feedback because women are newly diagnosed, and that's not their first thought isn't to thank Girls Love Mail. But I'm so happy to meet Susan and to hear that story, because it reassures that what we're doing is making a difference. It doesn't take a lot of time. It just makes such an impact on people.
I think it's a fabulous idea. I mean,
Thank you.
You know, it's the smallest things. The other day I was on the show, and I was just talking to people about what one small, kind gesture can do for a person. Most people just need a moment to think that somebody else is thinking about you, somebody else cares about you. That's really all you need. You don't need a lot, you know. I think it's a great contribution that you've made to these women's lives.
Thank you.
And you're really inspiration. And that's why I got you this, because today you're definitely one of Harvey's heroes today. So you're Harvey's hero. That's you, Gina. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's not all, because our friends at Green Dot heard about everything that you've overcome and want you to stay strong and inspired. That's why they're giving you a $5,000 on a Green Dot reloadable prepaid card.
Oh, wow.
That's for you too, so you can continue doing what you're doing. I want to say thanks to Gina. To learn more about Green Dot, go to SteveHarveyTV.com. We'll be right back, folks.